It's not, we're in trouble. Yeah, we're in big trouble.
I agree.
Yeah. Better get that love on, or, we're not gonna make it. I mean, we can say that interpersonally, we could say that as a species, we could say it as a planet.
Something unusual has been happening in Hollywood. For decades, Keanu Reeves has been one of the most private, soft-spoken actors in the industry. He rarely comments on drama, rarely feeds into controversies, and is admired for staying away from gossip. Yet now, he has broken that silence in a way no one saw coming, and the target of his unexpected words is none other than Whoopi Goldberg. The actor who became a legend through characters like Neo and John Wick has revealed tensions with the outspoken co-host of The View, a woman who is herself known for never holding back. What did Keanu discover, and why has this story set the entertainment world on fire? When people imagine Hollywood feuds, Keanu Reeves and Whoopi Goldberg are not the first names that come to mind. One has built a reputation as humble and serene, the other as bold and unfiltered. But in a surprising twist, Keanu has now admitted that there were real tensions behind the scenes involving Whoopi. During a rare candid moment, he hinted at struggles for power in Hollywood, struggles that most people never even knew existed. Without naming names, he described a figure in the industry who manipulates narratives and ensures that things always bend in their direction. Fans and insiders quickly connected the dots, and speculation pointed directly at Whoopi. This was shocking because Keanu is the last person anyone expects to throw shade. His calm, deliberate nature makes his words carry even more weight. He went further, explaining that some actors have refused to work with Whoopi because of what they saw as her domineering and combative behavior. According to him, he himself was warned multiple times to tread carefully around her. For Keanu to break his silence and share this, something had to have pushed him far past his usual limits. The fan response was intense. Some immediately defended Whoopi, arguing that Keanu must have misunderstood or exaggerated what he saw. Others were stunned, asking what could possibly make someone like him call her out so openly. To understand why this moment matters so much, it's worth looking at Keanu's long journey, his early struggles, his resilience, and his unique place in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves' rise to stardom was not straightforward. He began his acting career in the mid-1980s with a small part in the short film One Step Away. Not long after, he gained more recognition in Babes in Toyland and moved on to projects that showed he could handle dramatic depth. Yet the road wasn't easy. By the mid-1990s, some of his films underperformed, like Johnny Mnemonic and Chain Reaction. Critics were harsh, and for a moment, it seemed like his star might fade. But then came the turning point that changed his entire career, The Matrix in 1999. As Neo, he embodied a character who redefined science fiction and action cinema for an entire generation. That role didn't just revive his career, it cemented his place as a cultural icon. The sequels followed, and Keanu was suddenly at the center of one of the most important franchises of its era. Then, years later, when some wondered if his career had peaked, he stunned everyone again with his comeback as John Wick in 2014. That story of a grieving assassin set a new standard for action movies and created another beloved franchise. The quiet Canadian actor had transformed into one of the most bankable stars in the world. But his career was not simply about successes. He also endured heavy criticism and personal setbacks. He had once taken on Shakespeare, performing Hamlet on stage in 1995, and the role helped him unlock deep emotions from his own life, anger toward his mother, pain he hadn't even realized he was carrying. At the same time, he faced failures when movies like Feeling Minnesota and Chain Reaction fell flat. Most famously, he turned down a huge paycheck of $12 million for Speed 2, Cruise Control. To the outside world, this looked like career sabotage. To Keanu, it was a choice to stay true to his values and avoid soulless projects. And through it all, there was music. He even toured with his band Dogstar, showing that acting was not his only passion. But still, his career kept swinging between highs and lows until The Devil's Advocate, where he starred alongside Al Pacino. Keanu even accepted a pay cut to ensure Pacino would join the project, a decision that paid off as the film revived his critical standing. The years that followed only proved how unpredictable his career was. But his resilience meant that when John Wick arrived, audiences welcomed him back with open arms. He had invested deeply in the character, working alongside the screenwriters and shaping the personality of a man who was equal parts haunted and lethal. That film's success was no accident. It was the result of Keanu's relentless effort and refusal to give up. Of course, his personal life has been no less dramatic. Behind the calm smile, Keanu carries wounds that most people cannot imagine. In the late 1990s, he and his partner Jennifer Syme lost their daughter Ava to stillbirth, a heartbreak that left them shattered. Only 2 years later, Jennifer herself died in a car accident. Before those tragedies, Keanu had already spent years helping his sister battle leukemia, an ordeal that tested his spirit. And in 1993, he lost his closest friend, River Phoenix, to a fatal overdose outside a Hollywood club. These experiences shaped him profoundly, turning him into the quiet, reflective man fans see today. Despite his grief, he has continued to create, to act, and to endure. In recent years, he has found happiness again with artist Alexandra Grant, and fans have celebrated seeing him smile more openly. But that's also why his comments about Whoopi were such a shock. For someone who so rarely engages in conflict, his decision to speak out hinted that there was something worth paying attention to. Whoopi Goldberg, on the other hand, is no stranger to conflict. Her career began under her birth name Karen Elaine Johnson, and she built herself into one of the most original performers of her time. She became a star in The Color Purple, then went on to win awards for acting, comedy, and television hosting. But her most defining role in recent decades has been as the moderator of The View, a position she took on in 2007. From the very beginning, Whoopi brought fire. Her very first show sparked controversy when she commented on NFL quarterback Michael Vick's dogfighting scandal, arguing that cultural context played a role in the way he was raised. Her remarks caused immediate backlash, and it set the tone for her tenure on The View. She would always speak her mind, no matter how divisive the issue. Over the years, she has been at the center of countless explosive moments. She and Joy Behar once stormed off the set during an argument with Bill O'Reilly. She got into a famous shouting match with Judge Jeanine Pirro live on air. And in all of it, Whoopi's willingness to fight for her opinions became her trademark. But there is a fine line between fearless and domineering. For some, her strength makes her an inspiration. For others, her intensity feels like a wall that no one can cross. This may be why Keanu's words hit so hard. They fed into an existing narrative about Whoopi's controlling presence. And this isn't the first time she's clashed with major stars. For years, she and Oprah Winfrey were rumored to be at odds. Despite starring together in The Color Purple, their friendship dissolved into silence. When they finally confronted the rumors in 2010, Oprah admitted she thought Whoopi disliked her, while Whoopi insisted she never hides her feelings. If there was an issue, Oprah would have known. That bluntness defines her. Another moment came when actress Cara Delevingne went viral for her awkward Good Day Sacramento interview. Many defended Cara, saying the hosts had been rude. But Whoopi saw it differently. On The View, she told Cara bluntly to suck it up. According to her, being in Hollywood means handling uncomfortable situations with grace. Younger stars, she argued, don't get to dismiss professionalism as if it doesn't matter. These examples show why Keanu's claims carried so much weight. When he said Whoopi had a reputation for being difficult, people could immediately connect it to her history of unapologetic clashes. Some began to wonder if her strong public persona was only part of a larger, carefully maintained image. Was her confidence a mask? Was her dominance in conversations not just about honesty, but about control? As the story spread, Hollywood insiders began to weigh in. Denzel Washington and Sandra Bullock, both longtime friends of Keanu, supported him quietly by praising his integrity. They hinted that he is not the type to speak without reason. Meanwhile, Joy Behar, Whoopi's closest colleague on The View, dismissed the whole feud as overblown nonsense. Fans took sides, and social media exploded with Team Keanu and Stand with Whoopi. The media loved it. Headlines speculated about hidden rivalries, secret power struggles, and the possibility that Keanu's comments weren't just about Whoopi, but about Hollywood's entire culture of dominance. Some believed Keanu was using this moment to speak out about how certain stars secure their influence. Others thought it was more personal, that maybe a specific experience had pushed him to finally open up. Whatever the truth is, the fallout is real. For Keanu, this marks a rare break from his carefully cultivated image as the industry's gentleman of Hollywood. For Whoopi, this is different from her usual controversies because the criticism is coming from someone beloved by nearly everyone. She has survived scandals before, but this time, the person calling her out has a spotless reputation. That changes the balance. Could they reconcile? Perhaps. Keanu has never been one to dwell on grudges, and Whoopi has been known to patch things up when needed. But for now, this moment has peeled back the curtain on how Hollywood really works. It has forced fans to ask whether public personas match private realities. And it has proven once again that even the most unexpected figures can find themselves caught in the storm of celebrity drama. The truth may take time to reveal itself. Until then, the clash between Keanu Reeves and Whoopi Goldberg remains one of the most surprising and talked about feuds in recent memory.